Well, and tell us about this relationship with John. I mean, obviously, you know, the celebrity status carries a lot of weight here, but beyond that, it's the integrity that John himself, as an individual, brings to this, because he's genuine in his message. That has to mean a lot.
That's exactly right. Not to cast dispersions on Hollywood.
Oh, you go ahead. I do all the time.
You've lived there. You got a right to do it.
That's why I'm not there.
But, you know, literally, any company at any time can pretty much hire anybody that they want.
Yeah.
And we didn't want just anybody. We wanted somebody who had a connection and an affinity that might be able to understand what it was we were talking about right off the bat. And, in fact, some of the things we were anxious to test and explain to John came out of his mouth before we had a chance.
Wow.
And so I knew it was a
Good
great
connection
fit right away.
Yeah. Tell us about some of the involvement that you guys have, what you put into the training and the better service for the customer. Give us some details here, and overall how the company is improving.
Yeah, we've put a pretty big commitment into training, and perhaps the best way to understand it is, as I said before, the truck driver's life is much more complicated today than it was 2 years ago or 30 years ago. And if I don't have employees that understand what drivers are going through, then it's only by accident that we may be able to provide the right services at the right time. But if I can communicate to our employees that here's some of the things that drivers are dealing with, hours of service, CSA 2010, then you have at least a foundation for the potential for understanding and compassion, and really providing drivers with what the things are that they need. And embedding that into our training is complicated, and it's expensive, and it takes a long time. And I'm not here to say we got it right in every site at every hour on every shift with every employee yet. But that's the mission that we're on.
Yeah, this is a very unique situation, and again, I know that because and we have all followed John over the years, but again, you see that he is honest in what he's saying. He believes in it. It's part of his mission statement as well. John, what would you say to the drivers that are out there? I mean, we have, millions of CDL holders out there that are working on every different level, but specifically for the trucking industry, I mean, if you could collectively give them one message from the heart of John Ratzenberger, what would it be?
Thank you, because without them, none of us can do what we do. And again, they are the essentials. Some
advice for those that aren't a part of our industry and maybe haven't considered the roles of people like truckers?
Well, just that. I mean, even to all the soccer moms out there, if your son or daughter one day says, you know what, I want to be a trucker, then applaud that. Don't try to talk them out of it. That's a great job. That's a great job.
You know, we had Dan Rather's producers ask me that question not too long ago at a truck show, and when I gave them a positive answer, they didn't know what to do with it.
Exactly. You hit it right on the head, because the view from New York and the view from Los Angeles to the rest of the country starts at the top of their nose, and then they look down. And I've seen it, I've lived it, and I've always scratched my head over it. And to a lot of them, I said, don't you folks understand that, you know, if you shut down CBS News or whatever, nobody really cared. But if you shut down the interstate and the trucks aren't getting through, then everything just wilts on the vine. But that is the necessary lifeline of, well, the tree of our civilization. You know, that fruit doesn't bear, doesn't arrive unless those trucks travel the veins and the arteries of our roads.
Outstanding message. And Tom, what would you say to the industry from the perspective of TA and Petra?
Well, you see, one of the dangers of hiring somebody that we seem to get along with and understand so well is that occasionally takes the stuff that you wanted to say. And
I was going to say, it's kind of hard to top that message from John, but certainly you have a message.
Next time, just ask me second.
I'll ask you last.
The message is just that. It's thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
for being our customers. Thank you for, frankly, as we try to get better, we don't always execute perfectly at the first time. Sometimes not the second or the third time either.
Yeah,
but we
yeah.
keep at it. I have a customer base that is very understanding, very important, and we don't I think we can't say thank you
Yeah.
enough. And part of what we're doing with John is trying to bring that thank you message not just to the drivers, but also to folks who are not part of this industry, who may see these videos,
Yeah.
who may begin to have a different appreciation
Yeah.
and a positive appreciation, and share a little bit of what we have
Yeah.
for those drivers.
Well, it's if I said the word refreshing, that wouldn't even begin to cover it here, John. But we thank you because it is refreshing, and then some, to see this. Someone with celebrity status, but we've known for years that this was heartfelt from you, and now you're going this extra mile to reach out to these drivers. Can't wait to see these messages. But again, from the industry standpoint, thank you.
You're welcome, and thank you for getting the message out there.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to be filming down in Vero Beach. What's the date, Al? Do you remember? April 8th.
April 8th. Yeah.
So we'll be down there in Vero Beach. Anybody down there wants to,
Awesome.
we'll make a star out of you and put you on the video.
That's great. John, thank you so much. We do appreciate it.
Take
Tom,
care.
we appreciate your
Thanks
time
a lot.
today as well. Thank you
Thanks.
so much.